Yo, the market continues to rally on high after high after high. If you are having trouble reading the chart and understanding about the market, this is the one for you. Let's talk about it. It is Stocks and Hip Hop. Thank you for coming back to the channel. This is Stocks and Hip Hop. Yo, I figured it out. And this is why I do what I do. The problem that I've always encountered when it comes to reading charts is how it's always outdated information, how it's always about something that happened way back in the past, and hindsight is always perfect. Well, there is no such thing as perfect, and I bust that with this channel. I teach you how to read a chart every single week and show you how to find the patterns and how to take action on these patterns. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of the videos to see how you can develop yourself every single week on how to read these charts. And on top of that, what we do here is we always talk about hip hop, because hip hop and finance have always been together, and I'm going to teach you that every single week, and we have fun about it. This week's hip hop lyric comes from Benny the Butcher, the latest album that he comes out with right now. The track Jermaine's Graduation on there. He's letting you know that he's currently trading currency for stocks. Yo, check out the album. It's a wonderful album. If you love hip hop, you make sure that you get that Benny the Butcher. That is one that is going to go down in history. I'm telling you right now. Let's go ahead and talk about what history is being made right now as far as these charts are concerned, because we are on highs on highs on highs. Are we getting high off of the highs? Let's talk about it right now. S&P closed at $5,026.61. And as we take a look at the chart right here, we've always discussed this cup and handle and how we knew that we had a strong likelihood for continuation to the upside. This is a continuation pattern, and we have developed it, and we are off to the races. So now that we've reached a new high, and I've always talked about the chances of continuation are good when the market closes near highs. So where can we go from here? Let's talk about it. Price targets. Price targets right now, as we've talked about before, we want to hang around those highs. So we are likely going to continue to grind higher. We've done this before. We've hung around those highs, stayed close to them. And as long as we've done that, we've made those new highs. So price targets right now is continue to hang around this 5,000 area. We want to stay close to this 5,000 area in order to maintain that consistency. Downside target is if this does not hold up at all, if this does slip, we have something major come out, or the market is just ready to pull back, that we could actually pull back to retest around this 4,800 area. What the market is suggesting right now is if you take a look at how this 20-day moving average has performed in the past, you notice that there's a healthy distance at all times when this is moving at its best, right? And we have exceeded that distance. You can visually see how far that is. So the market is suggesting that it may likely pause, and it may actually hang close to around that 5,000 area. So that's what I think. Maybe we'll see what continues to happen here. That's S&P. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on with the Russell. We use ticker IWM. That is the ETF. ETF of IWM is close to 200. The 199.34 was the latest close price. And as we take a closer look under the hood on what's going on, we've discussed how this has been range bound for quite some time, but most recently we started to see that there's been an uptick in where those lows have been hitting. We've continued to hit around that 190 area and hold, and we pointed that out with this hammer candle about 4 weeks ago from when that hit. So where can we go from here? Yo, let's talk about what we got for price targets. Price targets right now, as we continue to bounce around, right? This 200 has been the resistance in the past, and it is looking to finally be broken. And if it does, then we have a strong chance of moving higher. So if 200 does end up being the goal for this coming week, then we have a great chance of moving higher. So right now, price target is, let's stick to it. Very simple, around that 200 area. We want to see it close close to that 200 area or above in order to activate what I believe will be the next run for IWM. Downside target right now is if this 200 continues to remain as resistance, downside target would likely be to retest around this 195 to 192 area. This has been a hot spot before, but as you can see, it is starting to pick up. We have been in this area, and every time we've touched it has picked up. This is the complete opposite from where it was before. Every time it has gotten there, it has gotten weaker, but this time we have gained some strength and the market is looking to take a higher pace. I don't know what I was going to say there, but I was thinking of something dramatic. It didn't work. But anyway, let's continue on with what we got going on for the market here. IWM is done. Next on the list is, you know it, family, Dow Jones. Dow Jones closed at 38,671.69. And as we look at what's happening with the Dow, we've discussed how this has made record highs and continue to make record highs, right? Once again, that healthy distance that we would like to maintain on the 20-day moving average is somewhat being respected here, but we have gapped away from that. So the market is suggesting that we may make a pause on that. But yo, where can we go from here? We got our record high 38,783.62 recently made within the last 2 weeks. So when we're at record highs and the market is flying away, all we want the price to do is maintain its distance close to those record highs. All we want to do is hang there. So price target right now for the upside is to remain near this 38,000 area. All we want to do is hang around there in order to have a continuation to the upside. Downside target is where we recently broke out from. If this does not hold, we want to maintain around this 38,000 area. This is where we broke out from, and we want to hold that level if the market does actually make a pullback. So that's it for the Dow. Yo, it's short and sweet. Next on the list, type it up, is NASDAQ. We use NDX in order to do that, and we closed at 17,962.40. And the cup and handle that we've discussed here is also in play. We've talked how you see this highlighted area. We've done that a while ago where we looked to make sure that this handle gets to this area and bounces, and it's done just that, and it is looking very, very strong. The NASDAQ right now continues to be the leader of all of the indexes, pushing the market higher. So where can we go from here? Let's get our price targets, family. Let's get it, right? This is very, very simple. If you get to those record highs, all we want to do is hang around them. So close near the highs, chances of continuation are really good. Let's hang around this 18,000 area. So price target to the upside right now is 18,000. Downside target is we actually end up getting to around the 17,000 area. And the reason why I say that is because this is where we broke out. You see this very strong candle. That strong candle was that solid close above that. Coming back to this area, we'll be able to test the strength of the bull. So let's go ahead and wrap up what we got going on here. We have all four indexes giving us very good signals of continuation. All of them have closed near highs. IWM, when I say highs, they're closing at the resistance level, which it hasn't done in a while. It has got now its power to continue and participate with the rest of the indexes. So we have the S&P at record highs, we have the Dow at record highs, we have the NASDAQ at record highs, and IWM is the latest of the indexes that I think will start to participate and actually move higher. Risk is coming back into the market. I think that the Russell will be the benefactor of that and make it smooth. And if it does make it smooth, where can it go? We've talked about that volatility. That volatility in IWM will likely push it to around that 210 area if we do close above 200. So let's keep an eye on that, all right? What are you listening to for hip hop? Yo, put that in the comments. Let me know how that's going for you. I would love to lend an ear to some new hip hop on what's happening here. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Health is wealth. There's a lot going on, and I appreciate you checking back at this channel, helping me grow. If you got anybody else in mind, yo, send it to them. Send it to them. Let them know there's something here for them to help them learn how to read charts and do it with simplicity every single week. So make sure you take care of yourself, all right? Get your exercise, drink your water. Finances is cool and all, but yo, if your health isn't in check, you have to take care of that, because everybody always wants to be in the best shape that they can possibly be. So let's do that in this 2024. All right, and I'll check you next time. Peace.